Hello, everybody. This is Kimchi Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about global liquidity suggests Bitcoin peak season by this month. Let's dive in. Global M2 suggests Bitcoin may peak by September, say analysts. Most notably, global M2 supply, a key indicator reflecting liquidity in the global economy, has just confirmed a pullback after reaching an all-time high. Number one, named Brett. A chart provided by Brett illustrates a strong correlation between Bitcoin price cycles and global M2 with a lag of 84 days. Based on this, he predicts that Bitcoin may reach its cycle top by late September. Let's take a look at the chart here. He provided this chart. Red line represents global M2, whereas the black line represents Bitcoin price. Global M2 peaks in late September, so Bitcoin price is likely to follow the track of global M2, which means it might peak in late September. That's what he said. And then bull cycle could end afterwards. Another crypto analyst named Master Kenobi offers a similar prediction. He compares Bitcoin's price to global M2 supply using a 90-day offset. Based on this model, he expects the current Bitcoin cycle to end in October 2025, followed by a significant correction. The money supply appears to have reached its local peak 31 days ago and has entered a period of decline. Based on M2 and current data, the pump signaling the cycle's end should occur between late September and early October. This is the chart provided by Master Kenobi. A pink line represents global M2, whereas Bitcoin price is somewhat lagging behind. I drew a line here, and the global M2 peaked, and in somewhere in in October, right? This represents global M2 is likely to peak in late September or early October, as before. Bitcoin price to follow the track of global M2 and peak somewhere in October, early October, late September, and then crash. Is this gonna work this time? The third analyst named Colin Talks Crypto, he agrees that recent M2 pullback is the sharpest in the past 7 months. However, he also notes that current data may not be reliable. He also agrees that September, October could be sensitive periods, yet he doesn't rule out the possibility that this is just a sub-peak. It could be a local top. He mentioned rather than jumping to conclusions with premature data, he thinks a continued watchful eye of the global M2 line during the next several weeks is our best course of action. Plus, he suggests that with a better look at the odds of Federal Reserve's rate cut and geopolitical tensions, global investor sentiment, which sounds great, but the most important factor which can drive the crypto and stock market is, I think, global liquidity though. He provided this chart. It looks somewhat similar, right? This yellow one represents global M2, and then Bitcoin price is somewhat lagging behind. So here's the thing. The global M2 is likely to peak somewhere in October this time as well. Global M2 is likely to peak in late September, early October, and then Bitcoin can follow the suit, right? It could happen this time, but please be reminded that in previous Bitcoin cycles, especially in 2017 and 2021, Bitcoin price didn't match global M2 perfectly multiple times before. It didn't go as similar as this time. It can go. It can be just different. So here's the thing: the odds of it can go together or it can go separately Who knows? Who knows? But my conclusion is to go with two tracks. What does this mean? My first rule of thumb is don't time the market and invest as long term as possible. Major cryptocurrencies. At the same time, if market becomes overheated, I'd sell a bunch of my crypto assets immediately. You might argue that how are these two compatible each other? It's possible because main scenario is to expect a local top in early or late October, November, or it could be, it could be September, October. My main scenario is somewhere between those months. Not by my own feeling, not by some prediction of from influential YouTubers, legends, things like that, but by checking out major indicators, such as I think this is one of those great indicators, especially for altcoiners. CoinMarketCap Altcoin Season Index. Currently 42 out of 100. We are more likely in the Bitcoin season rather than alt season right now. When you take a look at yearly high and low, well, local top recorded on December 4th last year, where we had a Trump rally back then. The CMC Altcoin Season Index recorded 87 out of 100, which was extremely high. So here's the thing. When CMC Alt Season Index goes above 80, 85, even 90, when Coinbase RankBot says its rank has become top 30, top 20, top 10, currently it's out of 300. What if weekly RSI of a specific altcoin is above 90 and stays there for longer than expected? What if Bitcoin dominance falls to early 50s? It's currently still in the later 50s right now. What if ISM, PMI, this index reaches 60? What about number of YouTube views? Your favorite YouTube channels. You can check those out. When it goes like bananas, it all says these are all warning signs rather than exciting signs. It's a warning signs to get out for a while in the crypto market, from the crypto market. I suggest 80% swing play. When market goes hot, you can sell, take some profits. When market goes down, you can just buy the dip for a while. Versus 20% hodl forever. It's another bag. You don't have any. It should be out of your reach because you can just buy some Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, whatsoever your favorites, and just stay there. Just leave it for almost forever, like 5 years, 10 plus years. It will benefit you in the end. No market, because no market can rise or fall forever. Coinbase RankBot says its rank is out of 300 again. Nobody is interested in crypto, especially altcoins right now. Would it better wait and see rather than panic sell and leave? What do you think? Thank you for listening.